What's up? Welcome to Signal Theory. My name is Bradford. This is our first pedal capture pack. And you may be wondering what that is. Well, we have technology, which you'll see here on my desk. Stuff like this and TONEX to capture the sound of pedals such as this. Pedals such as this. So that's what's beautiful about technology. Hey, if you like this kind of content and you're actually interested in the world of modeling and what it can do, getting something like a $5,000 pedal that you can utilize in your equipment for $15, for example, why don't you subscribe? Make sure you join our email list as well. We'd love for you to join us. YouTube is a fun game, but it only is fun if we communicate. So you subscribe, you comment, we'll make videos, we'll comment back. Well, that's fun.
This is a Nobels ODR-1. I love this pedal. I actually didn't know this thing existed until a few years ago when these things really became much more popular. We like to think it kind of resembles a tube screamer. It's not really like a tube screamer, but it does have like a mid push. It's a pretty simple pedal. Drive, spectrum is like EQ, and then level, output level. It does have, underneath here, there's an internal toggle switch. It's a bass cut. Most people run the bass cut on. We captured this pedal throughout the gain range though, with it on and with it off. So the B captures of the ODR-1 are gonna have the bass cut on, so there's less bass, and the W captures for warm have it off, okay? They're warmer. And this is through the Fender Deluxe Reverb. Here it is clean. So you can hear the Drive 1 bright capture. You probably immediately heard low end is removed, and this is not pushing the amp very hard at all. So let's go to the 2B, and that'll give us a bit more drive, first clean, then on. I'm just going to cycle in some more captures so you can hear how it sounds. I'm going to leave them on. So you can hear there on the 4 capture, it's pretty big gain. I mean, the pedal's turned all the way up, basically. I accidentally went to the warm captures. You can hear it's a lot bigger bottom end, but we still tried to keep like some clarity and brightness in it. So I'm gonna go to the 2 capture. The 2 or the 3 is where I'd run this pedal on my pedal board. And then let's do 3, and I'm gonna switch between B and W, so bright and warm. You're gonna hear like the 2 EQ characteristics. So on this 3 warm capture, it's pretty big on the bottom end. Like I wouldn't run this into a Fender Deluxe Reverb, which already has a good amount of bottom end. But if you had an amp that was like a little thinner, or if you were playing a guitar, like this guitar has pretty thick tone, like on the bridge pickup, but like a Strat, you know, with a single coil bridge, you might want that bottom end. On the Quad Cortex, of course, you can stack things. I'm gonna stack a lower gain ODR-1, like the 2 capture. And then let's stack that along with a King of Tone on the red side. Bigger gain, like a red 3 capture, which is gonna be big gain. I'll turn them on individually, and then I'll stack them together to show you what you can do with it. So first clean, then ODR-1, then King of Tone on top of that. like if you had, this is like running an ODR-1 and a King of Tone on your board and turning them on and off individually, stacking them, wide variety of gain sounds you can get there. That could be your whole gain section. Here's a quick look at what the Nobels ODR-1 captures sound like on TONEX. So running into a clean deluxe reverb. All of these drive captures are linked below. They're all available for TONEX and for Quad Cortex. If Line 6 Stadium gives us the capability of capturing drives, we'll make stuff for Stadium as well as soon as we can. So I want to talk quickly about how you can use these. So the way that they come in, like in the Quad Cortex, for example, bass, middle, treble, gain, volume, all just straight up the middle, that is going to replicate how we captured the pedals. Each capture, just leave it straight at noon on all the controls. Now, of course, you can start tweaking, and it's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to, destroy the integrity of the capture if you pull the gain back or push the volume. Now, for TONEX, at least on my TONEX demo, you've seen my dual big TONEX pedal rig. This TONEX has been housing the drive captures. This one has been amps the whole time. Now, of course, you can buy like a TONEX 1 for, I don't know, $150, $160. And then you can toggle between two different overdrives, off, and then two different drive captures on. So you can use that as an overdrive. You could use the big TONEX pedal to give you like 3 different drives all at the press of a button. On the TONEX, as same as the Quad Cortex, all your parameters set at noon. Input gain on the TONEX, we recommend setting it to 0 with our capture, 0 to +1. With TONEX, there's so many different ways to gain stage. So it's important to remember that, turning the volume down is going to make the pedal, the capture, react less like the way we captured it. So the way we captured it, you want gain at straight up noon, bass, middle, treble, straight up. I think it's 5.0 on the pedal. And then you can change, there's a lot of parameters you can change, the model, volume, output level. So you can just set the output to what sounds best with whatever amp thing you're running into, whether it's another TONEX pedal, HX Stomp, a real amp, whatever you've got that's replicating an amp or is an amp. You can set up the TONEX pedal to hit it at different levels, but that's kind of how we recommend using it. We are offering all of these together in a sort of pack. Get all 8 drives, every capture from all 8 drives. It's a ton of captures. That's all available at signaltheoryaudio.com. Linked below. You can buy these a la carte, individually, or as one big pack. Hey, thanks for hanging with us. We'll see you in the next one.